Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to just get back at it. We have some test subjects here. These are the cherries and one plum cot that I grow in my kitchen in my fridge. So they were cold stratified and I got a good yield this year, and I call them Fairhold cherries because that's where I grew up, and we used to always, it just brings back memories of having those cherries. So yeah, we're gonna get some pots loaded up here with dirt, soil. We got this Pro Mix from Home Hardware. I think I talked about it last week. And yeah, so let's just get at filling up a couple of these pots, and then we'll see how delicate these plants actually are to get in here. Now they're growing a little spindly, so we definitely want to perk them up a bit, get them in bigger pots. These are gonna grow for a little while and get taken care of up here. Just for a little while until I can put them in the ground later. So I'm going to be prepping a few more spaces for these to go in, but definitely want to get them a little bigger so that I can put a better protection around them from the rabbits and bulls. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then after we get going after that, stay tuned to near the end there, and I'll do a quick little run around and show you how well some things are really growing in my greenhouse. And you got to remember, it's 2 months before, well, it's almost April now. It's March 30th, I think, today. And we got another, what, April, May, and April showers bring May flowers, you know? So things will start to be going in April, but I already had my stuff growing like already in 3 weeks, 4 weeks already. So we'll give you a little tour of that real quick. All right, so we're gonna grab one here. This is gonna be one of the cherries. I do an apple in here somewhere. Just gotta remember where I put them. But I have about another 20 of these at least, just of the cherries, and I think I have about 5 of the plum cots. But we're just gonna give it a little squeeze here. I don't think the roots are big enough yet to really have any substance to them, so you gotta be very careful. See, you can see how it's falling apart here. Come on, you little bugger. Yeah, she's just gonna fall right apart on me. There we go. Yeah, she did. So what we're gonna do, again, get some soil in one of these suckers right at the bottom. You can see I only have to go put it down, have about 4 inches. You can also see, you can see that there, I'm just trying to show it in the camera there. You got some nice root systems going on in here. So it's always nice to see. Means I'm doing something right, folks. Again, just be gentle with it. It's going to be a little bit delicate right now. Pretty spindly, like I said, but they seem to get a lot of growth. They really want to stretch in that east light that I get in my apartment out of one window. So yeah, we're just going to do that and tamp it gently. Put a little bit more in here, some more in there, and we're going to tamp it gently, you know, just get her in there nice and even. You want to be able to have some structure to hold that stem up. And the best thing you could do when you're growing plants this small, especially when you're growing them indoors, is to put a fan on them. Because I can just blow on it and it wants to fall over, so like it doesn't have a lot of strength. So having the wind on it constantly will really help get it some strength into that stalk there. So I kind of bent, this is my plum cot here, and I kind of blew on it and it almost fell right over, so I'm glad it didn't break. But there we go. That's pretty much all we got to do. Now we'll be watering these in, but we're going to get them all planted up first. We'll water them in. And this is just a little bit of an experiment to see if I can keep them out here, because there is some cold nights still, and these just came from the house, so you know, sometimes you got to harden them off a bit. Getting dirt all over my plant here. That's not good. But yeah, that's about it. So let's get going. We'll just keep going. So we got a little action on the wildflower side here. It's doing okay. It's a little too wet right now for these little peat pots, but hey, we're getting a little tiny sprouts now. They're not going to shoot out until they start getting a little bigger and the sun gets a little longer, so we'll check them out. And then I just wanted to show this here. These are the cuttings I made last fall. And some of them are the polar berry, which is the white blackberry, and blackberry. So, and then I got some stuff here. Got some leaf sticking out. I can't remember what that is. I think it's if I'm not mistaken, it's a cold hardy kiwi. So the Canadian kiwi there. So yeah, we got some growth going on in these things. I really like these totes filled with sand. If I had to advise anybody, I'd say definitely use them. So they're good like that. And if you're putting them in the fridge, you can put dirt in them, but you got to watch out for the mold. Got to make sure it stays moist. But other than that, there you go. All right, so this is just a test. If they make it this week, then I'll bring in the rest of them and I'll pot them all. I just watered everything too. Don't forget to water them in really, really well when you first transplant them like that. You're gonna need a good drink. Other plants are doing well here too. And we have little buds on all our hazelnuts. They're just starting to come alive. I love it, I love it. And over here, blackberries. I got 2 for sure, and a couple more that we're still gonna have to wait for. And the one thing that's doing so well in my greenhouse right now, other than, you know, strawberries are all parking up, got some lavender over there, is these hascaps. These hascaps I've never seen look so bushy, so green. They just look so nice and they grow so well in here. I'm like, wow. See, we even got like three extra shoots right here. You can see that. They just, because they come up from the bottom, eh? So that's good. We'll make a nice big bush out of that one. That'll be really nice. After a while, when I get a lot of these going, I'm gonna have to get me a berry picker. Little comb thing that you use for picking blueberries and whatnot. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, we got our lavender over here in the corner, right there. Strawberries. And then right over here, none of our main trees have come up here yet. Like these are my northern walnuts right here on the edge and wall. So yeah, the grapes look like they kind of struggling, or it's not their time yet. The lilacs, oh my goodness, like you can see, they're just doing beautiful. Look, you can see they're already starting to put out like a lilac right there. You just take a look at that. I'll get my hand behind it. There we go. See, it's already putting out lilacs. So yeah, and then there's these 3 here. I got a gooseberry and red and black currant. I think one of the currants maybe no good. I don't know. We'll see. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. You know, I have a lot of pots, a lot of plants. Not everything's gonna make it. I just didn't have the right conditions to continue on their life. But yeah, we got more hascaps over here. A couple of small ones on the edge. These are my edible chestnuts right here. They're, as far as I know, still doing very, very well. They are like the last tree, along with oak, to really drop their leaves. It takes quite a bit to get their leaves off of there, but I just keep putting them off and then I use them as a mulch. Then over here, we got our apple and some more black walnut. Definitely getting some action a little bit on these apples here. You probably can't see that, but you can see that little bit of green there. That's the bud starting to break. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens in a week. And you got this right here. Oh, see, I gotta put something behind it. There we go. Look at that, see? A little bit of leaf action there. Yeah, and so right now I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit. These things here are perked right up. These things just are alive and well. So that's nice to see. So we're gonna put some more weed barrier down here in the corner. So that's kind of what I'm in the moment of doing. Just kind of cleaning up the greenhouse a little bit, trying to keep it, I'm trying to get organized by getting rid of the things I don't need, like all of this junk in here. I don't need any of that. And that's about it. So I'm glad you stuck by for this week and came by. Check out my greenhouse and the food forest. And next week we're gonna try some other video. So come back next week. Stay safe.